the banks of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium in Knoxville. We'll confess we started peeking ahead to this matchup a few weeks ago, and now it's here in the form of a top 5 showdown. It's the Texas A&M Aggies and the Tennessee Volunteers. Restatement David Pollock and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Guys, checking in with Coach Heupel before the game. This is a crucial conference matchup. He understands this will be the separator. Who will make it to Atlanta? This is the first step today. With both teams doing well in the conference so far, this will be the separator they need. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. And he's coming out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. So Tennessee's offense will go on the attack first. Deshaun Bishop, he's coming off a 150-yard, 4-touchdown performance in their victory. Running inside, it's Bishop. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Bishop. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up 3rd down.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Vols will punt this one away. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. After that punt return, there is a man slow to get up. That appears to be their junior starting wide receiver, someone they obviously do not want to lose. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his situation. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Now here's Reed. Rushes on him. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. Guys, let's take a second here and think about Texas A&M and what a challenge this is going to be for both teams, both with unblemished records, both sitting atop the conference, and both eager to square off against each other.
And what I think makes this one more fun is that it's not just the 2 top teams in the conference. These might be 2 of the better teams in the entire country. These 2 teams might make the college football playoff. Lots of football out ahead, but this is a matchup. Regardless of whether you're a fan of these teams, the conference of college football you've been waiting to see.
And it's so nice that whoever
goes high to pull it in. Runs through a man, and he might have some space. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. A&M comes back out with another first down. He's got an open man. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Aggies.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Got his man on the right. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bishop. Looks as if we have an injured player for the Aggies on the field. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Got enough for the first. He makes the stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got it in plus territory. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Seems as if these two have been on a collision course for a top 5 meeting like this. And big picture, guys, there's a crease. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Volunteers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll run it. It's Bishop. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tennessee!
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls, and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll. It comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. The defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. The run inside. It's Owens. Getting that push. A pickup of 4 out to the 26. This matchup, 2 teams in the top 5, just sort of whets the appetite for what we're going to see in the playoff, guys.
The selection committee is watching this one very closely because, David, both of these teams are easily talented enough.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on 3rd down. Deafening noise. Reed trying to cut through it. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They'll run it on the counter. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Looks as if we have an injured player for the Aggies on the field. And the Volunteers will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Running inside. It's Owens. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Now on the counter. Bounced off his feet.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Hit as he throws. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Oh, man, that is an absolute rocket launcher of a punt. All the way back to his 5-yard line. Made a defender miss. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Gordon. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Takes the handoff. It's Bishop. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. And the Vols moving quickly to the line. They'll keep it on the ground. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
And I know when we talk Josh Heupel offenses at Tennessee, we always talk about tempo and going fast and deep shots down the field. But, David, one thing we also know is that he is committed to running the football. And Bishop, after a phenomenal year, a year ago, running for over 1,000 yards, you know they're going to be balanced, and you know they're going to feature him.
They're going to feature him, they're going to run him a lot, and they're going to run him at a fast pace, right? That's what they've done, and they've been so good at it. It's not just the early ground game that you got to worry about. It's the wear-out factor late. They usually commit to the run game. They committed to Bishop last year. He got over 1,000 yards and looking to improve upon that this year.
Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Finds his man. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. The run inside. It's Bishop. Got enough for the first. He's up to 90 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. The Vols will line it up on 1st and 10. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. They'll go right back to the run. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. They'll try to power their way ahead. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
And I think this is starting to get really frustrating for this defense, man. This is a drive that they're putting play after play together. And you finally force the 3rd down, and they get the 1st down again. And so starting to sub some bodies because they're getting a little bit tired. They've got to find a way to get a 3rd down stop.
Running inside. It's Gordon. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. He'll be stopped short. It'll be 4th down, and let's see what the decision is here. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Bussey. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Hey, guys, here on the Texas A&M sideline, I can see a lot of conversations happening between the offensive line and the running back. They just haven't been able to get the ground game going. They're talking about he has got to be more patient, and they have got to give more of a push up front. The crowd is making it hard, though. I can tell you it is hard to hear as they try to struggle and communicate. We'll see if they're able to come together against this very hostile crowd. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. On the move. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. The Volunteers will call their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Reed dances away. Looking for room at the 25. He slides and gets the first down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary. Reed on the play action. Quickly out to the tight end. On in midfield. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Back to pass, it's Reed. Quickly to the tight end. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. Breaks free, and he might be gone. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. The Aggies back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. The keeper on the option. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Here's Reed to throw. Takes the easy completion. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. Now here's Reed. Here's a heat. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. He has him set up. Texas A&M will line up with a 1st and goal. On the option. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies!
Well, this guy's dynamic, and he can hurt you in a variety of ways in the option game, and he had a chance that time to pitch it out wide if he wanted to, but he kept it himself. He shows you the wheels, takes it in for the score.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wants to throw on 1st down. Stepping to the right. The throw. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are...
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
And I don't know how to explain that one. 4th down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what...
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Throwing Reed. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move.
And how about that back-to-back sack? You want 2 sacks in a game? That's a great game. He is flying around, getting to that quarterback and getting him on the ground.
Got his man in the middle. There he goes. He's brought down at the 11-yard line, and now is this 4-down territory, or will they take the chip shot field goal? They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good. He hit that one right down the
machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Makes the grab on the left. At the 45 on his way. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. The Volunteers want to move quickly.
And now that completely changes the thought process for this offense. Like, you're thinking, don't make a bad play, don't turn it over, understand I might have to punt the football. Now you flip the field position immediately, looking to be aggressive to get some points before the half.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34. A little over half a minute to play before halftime as they take over 1st and 10. Unloads to the wideout. Hauls it in. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Reed. He finds a dead spot in the middle. He's stopped at the 40, but it'll be a 1st down here late in the half. Set up for the 1st down play, and they're going to call a timeout and talk it over instead. Looking to throw, it's Reed. And they'll still in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that.
Makes the grab in their space. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a 1st down, and they have to show some urgency here. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Reed to the air again. Makes the grab. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it. And as the 1st half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Waning seconds of the 1st half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. And for the 2nd time, they'll go for the field goal. The first one was good, and they'll try from 42. Splits the uprights right down the middle, and they'll push that lead out a little further. And the Volunteers will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did.
Turning it on! To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
It's a nice play call there. You've got two-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Might as well stick with him.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job.
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Oh, look at this thing. They may need a flight attendant on that one. And it looks as if this one's going to carry into the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Second down, they'll go to the air. Swings it out to the flat. Oh, that big stiff arm got him some room. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at it, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
They feed him again. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. It'll be third and long. The snap sets up to throw. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Trying to get it to the marker. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown ball! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense, being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Reese. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace, QB making good, smart decisions, and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
They'll move the wide receiver. On the run, it's Owens. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside. Defense.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess, and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach.
Reed. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Aggies! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation.
Works his way up to the 20-yard line and goes out of bounds there. And the Vols with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Complete. Breaks the tackle. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And they're able to get him down. The Vols want to pick up the tempo. They'll go to work in the air on second down. On target. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Protection there, plenty of time to sit in the pocket and let his receiver work across the formation.
And he did a great job working across the formation, finding a hole, quarterback, good timing, waiting on it. Nice strike.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. The Volunteers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bishop. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The give to the back. Makes it past the marker. Finding some room. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Volunteers!
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah. Masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right, in college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now on their side.
It's complete to the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick release on the RPO. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on third down. They'll try to on the ground. How about that pursuit? They stop him right at the line of scrimmage, bringing up fourth down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And they can't get on top of it to down it, so that ball will come out to the 20. So here is the Tennessee offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got his man. Breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short as teams want to make their move in the rankings. So first down will open up the final period. The run inside. It's Bishop. Might have a chance. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. And the Volunteers have it with a 1st and 10. Right back to the well. And he's still running after the move. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. First down, 10 yards to go. On the run, it's Bishop. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. And the ball's headed quickly to the line. Going to stop play here as one of the Volunteers remains on the field. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? Showing off the arm. He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it at the 12. The Vols kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Trying to run, it's Bishop. Driving its way all the way down to the 3-yard line. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Touchdown, Tennessee! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th. That is his 3rd score of the game, and now 14 on the season. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. And he gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Here's Reed to throw. Quickly complete. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go.
But I tell you what, when you drop back and you know you got that slot work in the middle of the field and you know how fast he is, you just wait for him to come open, throw that strike, and you know he'll take care of the rest.
Gonna take a shot. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. Just needs a crack to get a return. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. They've been outstanding the last couple of possessions, both times lining up in the end zone, and they've grabbed the lead. Both of these teams off to perfect starts in conference. There he goes! That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. They're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run move.
Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their 1st. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They'll keep it on the ground. Here's a little room there. Texas A&M will use its 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. Running into the open space. Now the Aggies will use their last timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The give as they work on that clock. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. Now facing a 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. Moving out to the right. He'll try to do it himself. and they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
You know what, Reese, it is a great play, and I think they were a nickel, so they brought an extra guy on the field that has some speed, take a linebacker that's a little bit slower off the field, and you could see it paid dividends on that third down.
And that is no good. Guys, after the miss, still up by 4. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running.
I love the decision-making by the quarterback here. You're trailing. It's a 2-minute situation. You're not just throwing to receivers, but you're trying to find matchups that your tight end could take advantage of. With his athleticism, he's a big weapon for you in this 2-minute situation.
Man, the clock is not our friend right now. The first down stops it. That is great. We got to get some chunk yardage plays, make some hay while this clock's running out.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Throwing Reed. It's a grab.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Marcel Reed to throw for it on 4th. Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And he's just going to spike it. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the 1st down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
And he's chased out of bounds, but not before he gets the 1st down, stops the clock, and has them on the move trying to get the late score. He'll pull it down and run. Slides to the ground, picks up the 1st down, and avoids the hit. Texas A&M going up tempo. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Deafening noise. Reed trying to cut through it. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Man, what a great job by this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. He wants a big play here late. Got his man to the left. Timeout is called with just a single second left. And they are coming out for what will be a huge field goal attempt. And this to tie us up in the final minute.